desarrollar la inteligencia artificial en sus aspectos de construcción de capacidades, todo lo que es el readiness, estar preparados para lo que viene, y por supuesto el impulso a la innovación en México, en Ensenada, Baja California, en esta región, pero fuertemente ligada a otros esfuerzos nacionales. El tema de hoy es construyendo una carrera en inteligencia artificial. Estamos muy contentos porque tenemos a dos panelistas invitados, aparte de nuestro presidente, Eyon Roy de la India y Rubén Álvarez Martínez de México. In English now, thank you very much for your participating in this meetup. In Mexico, this time, the subject the AI Mexico initiative tends to develop human talent in Mexico, based in Ensenada, California, but strongly connected to other efforts in Mexico, in Southern California, and of course, all over the world. We are very happy today to have among our distinguished speakers, Mr. Eyon Roy from India. I will come back to describe his CV in a little while. And Mr. Rubén Álvarez Martínez from Mexico, as well as our president, José Adrián Munguía. Welcome to this meetup. We are very happy to host you online.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, we would like everybody to please remember there's an online survey that we will be asking you to please pay attention to and get involved. It really helps us choose the right candidates for our meetup and the right topics to cater to the questions and to the needs of our community. We are very thankful to retire really to a worldwide community around AI that has been built with the long and hard work and effort of many of you who are watching us, and many of you who are joining our teams every day. We of course welcome everybody to, like Dr. Medina said, to meetup number 13. This actually is the first meetup of the second year of operations of our organization, and we have achieved great success by building this community of more than 500 people in 8 countries. That is quite an incredible asset to have built, and we thank you all for it. This meetup itself is today's meetup is an incredible testament to that, by having incredibly diverse people, people from all over the world, like Mr. Eyon Roy, who has brought the Chicago-based meetup for the first time in India, boosted the growth of the startup incredibly there, and that he is quite a celebrity around the world as a young person entering the field. And same thing for our friend Rubén Álvarez Martínez, who is actually director and co-founder of Pixel, a company founded to solve technological gaps that industries have by developing SaaS solutions powered by deep learning. So these are two incredibly, I think, inspiring people that will certainly add great value to our conversation. Okay, so Dr. Mendoza, can you please help us in taking over the roundtable discussion, which I think you have become our official roundtable discussion moderator by excellence. So we thank you for that. I think we all thank you for that. So thank you for your hard work and contribution. If the audience at any time has any questions, please feel free to interact within the channels we have provided on social media, and we'll be happy to answer the questions as we move forward. Thank you.
Thank you, Jose Adrian. Let's start by our distinguished speaker, Aaron Roy. He will speak English. He has the floor, and he will talk us about his recent experiences, especially in startups, in several projects in banking, image science, classification, vehicular technology, robotics, pattern recognition. And we are very happy that he's a very important professional. He has a bachelor from the University of Indraprastha and has taken a lot of formation at Python, Udacity, Google, Coursera, DataCamp, and many others. Then we are very honored to host you, Aaron Roy. Please, you have the floor. You have a few minutes to present your initiatives, your point of view, your views of the future. Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you, Mendieta. Thank you. So, hi folks. I am Aaron Roy from India. I am a third-year student of Bachelor of Technology in Computer Science Engineering. Apart from this, I have a keen interest towards developing things with the help of AI, with the help of machine learning and deep learning. Recently, I have been doing some internships in the finance domain, where I am currently working on anti-money laundering and know your customer processes. We are using LSTMs, RNNs, some those complex concepts in machine learning and deep learning, where we try to give the best experience to the user. Apart from this, I am also a key player in bringing Kaggle Days Meetup to India. So after this meetup too, we have Kaggle Days Meetup in India today itself. So yeah, definitely it's going well, and the community is supporting, and I'm also trying my best to support the community. And thanks to all of you, and like I am trying my best to explore this domain as much as possible and trying to contribute to the startups and the organizations where I can help them with finance and with these fintech domain technologies. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you, Aaron. Let's commute to Mr. Rubén Álvarez Martínez. I will commute to Spanish. Tienes entonces el micrófono, Rubén. Rubén él tiene una maestría, aparte, después de haber hecho sus estudios en Hermosillo, México, tiene una maestría en Dublín, en University College Dublín, donde estuvieron grandes talentos de la ciencia y la tecnología mundial. Hoy es director y cofundador de Pixale, con los dos mundos, donde los datos son la materia prima, la academia, la industria, el gobierno, desarrollando soluciones para el aprendizaje profundo y la inteligencia artificial. Por favor, Rubén, adelante.
Gracias, doctor. En español, ¿verdad?
En español, sí, claro.
Ok, perfecto. Gracias. Pues me presento, soy Rubén Álvarez, como ya mencionaba el doctor, soy originario de Hermosillo, Sonora, México, acá de la Ciudad del Sol. Estudié una ingeniería en electrónica en el 2000, soy egresado del 2012. Después de eso dediqué 5 años de mi carrera profesional al trabajo en la industria de la automatización industrial. Y justo después decidí hacer mi maestría en Irlanda, en Dublín. Mi maestría estuvo enfocada es una maestría en ingeniería electrónica y computación, especializada en inteligencia artificial. Terminé en el 2019, así es, y justo después decidí fundar Pixile y regresar a México como parte de la misma filosofía que traía México, ¿no? De levantar a México y de subir a México a la ola de la cuarta revolución industrial. Y en el camino también tuve la oportunidad de conocer a grandes personas y fundamos una segunda empresa, Hellogy, que es una empresa igual dedicada al desarrollo de chatbots, utilizando inteligencia artificial, y actualmente estamos manejando las dos empresas, ¿no?
Gracias, Rubén. Déjame solo traducir. I will translate his very important curriculum just for Ayon Roy to know who he is. He has a bachelor degrees in electrical technology in Mexico and the Master of Science at University College of Dublin in artificial intelligence. He then a very succinct resume of the extensive curriculum of Mr. Rubén Álvarez. Let's proceed to the development of the presentations. We will be very happy if you, Aaron, and if you, Ruben, this meetup is building artificial intelligence. Only your job is your imagination, your commitment. Your life. And of course, your future. But, what's your perspective, Ayon, for your networks to enter this at the reservoir products? Yes, I will repeat the question. It seems that my audio didn't reach you, Ayon, isn't it? Can you hear me, Ayon?
I can hear you now.
Your mic mute. Okay, your mic is mute, Ayon.
Me. Yes, no, I think I can hear you well.
Yeah, I can hear you well, Doctor.
Excellent, Ayon. I will repeat my proposal. I would like to hear what are your impressions or your recommendations or your experience in the spirit of the of this meetup. The spirit of the meetup is building a career in artificial intelligence, especially for developing countries, because Mexico and India have circumstances, lot of diversity, lot of immigration. We have been interacting with powerful countries, and now we have powerful neighbors in our borders. And we have a very important population, and we produce a lot of engineers, a lot of scientists, a lot of technicians, as well as India. And I would like to hear your impressions, your recommendations for people to build a career in artificial intelligence, for people in the entry level, or even for people that are in other fields like electrical engineering, computer science, network systems that want to enter this very important field of artificial intelligence, data science, deep learning, machine learning, and other related to the technology. What will be your impressions, your experiences in India, and your recommendations for these people?
Sure.
Please,
Sure.
Ayon.
Thank you, mediator. Thank you. So, like, what I would love to say is artificial intelligence, in my experience for the last few years, like I have been into this domain from October 2018. So starting then, I have felt that this domain gives you the flexibility to innovate, to make something which you may not have otherwise done, because here the chances of exploration, chances of innovation is very high. You have the data, how you play with that data, how you make things out of that data, how you make sense out of those data sets. That's the actual thing, and you have a lot of things to do. You have the same data set, four people are doing work on that data set. You may be working you may be working on certain aspect of the data, another person would be working on another aspect of data. So even if the data is same, your imagination, your innovation, and your exploration skills are the most important thing that I have seen in this domain. And when it comes to country like India, Mexico, and the developing countries, we definitely have a huge potential with our engineers, with our technicians. Definitely, it not only depends on the domain from which you are coming. Maybe even if you are from healthcare, maybe even if you are from astronomy, or maybe even if you are from physics, if you have that innovation, if you have that innovative mind, if you have that innovative skill set, you will definitely rock this field. And this field is for everybody, and anyone can enter. Just sheer determination and patience, and how you want to make the things work, that's the most important thing. And when you know these things, when you have the idea, when you know how innovation can help you, and how you can use the data, how you can use the skill sets, then definitely something awesome will definitely work out. And developing countries, along with its population, along with its talented people, talented engineers, can definitely get something out of it. And even if anyone is not in computer science, or if anyone is not in these tech domains, even if they are from mechanical engineering, or even if they are from the civil engineering, definitely every domain has a potential. And artificial intelligence can definitely augment your procedures, whether it's mechanical, whether it's automobile, whether it's civil. You definitely have that flexibility to apply machine learning or apply AI in your domain, and it's very easy to go. Like, things will definitely start putting in place once your innovation and once your explorative mind comes into picture. Yeah.
Thank you very much. We are now in the middle of this pandemics,
Mhm.
and the world will change in a very disruptive manner, and the future will be challenging for young people that are willing to build a career, a new technologies. Our health will be different. Our communications like video conference, our experience, disruptive evolutions. And what will be your vision on this on this new situation worldwide? Because
Definitely.
this pandemic has affected in a similar way to terrible thing, but let's take some advantage to restart a new economic recovery or economic, but all will be based on innovation and, of course, on young people like you with your projects and programs. Scenario for the artificial intelligence.
Yeah, definitely. So, like, as you mentioned very truly, right? the things after this COVID-19 would not be the same, and we would definitely enter a new normal, right? Everything would change, even it is from travel, even it's from hospitality, even it's education, everything is going online, or everything is getting transformed in some or the other way. So artificial intelligence will definitely impact every domain. Let's say if you are talking about healthcare, if you see the recent advancements, recent researches, recent studies going on for healthcare, you will definitely see that artificial intelligence is definitely playing a major role in predicting, in getting the combinations of vaccines, or getting the combination of stuffs which are helping, or which are boosting the preparations for COVID-19 things. And even if you go into the hospitality section, even if you go into these like other domains, education and other stuffs, artificial intelligence, like if I consider the case of education, now artificial intelligence is helping you with personalized education. Like in schooling, like in India, when you are talking about schools and colleges, that these institutions are focusing on personalized education, because now teachers are not able to see, teachers are now not able to like understand what the student actually wants. So artificial intelligence can help you with that personalized education, right? Every student has some skills, every student has certain capabilities. So artificial intelligence gives you that flexibility to do a personalized education system. That's in case of education. And when you go into healthcare, definitely artificial intelligence is revolutionizing healthcare with the help of those like drug analysis or drug discovery. So definitely it's getting better and better. Things will definitely put in place. Things like we should be optimistic, and artificial intelligence will definitely help these things. And if we come into any domain, let's say healthcare or automobile, like if you see, like in India, the automobile industry is utilizing the potential of robotics and our potential of artificial intelligence, right? You do not require that much staff. So in production line also, artificial intelligence is helping them to produce cars, to produce certain parts or certain things, which is helping that industry to grow at a faster rate. Maybe earlier the factory used to produce 100 cars. Now with the help of these artificial intelligence technologies, it's boosting their productivity, it's getting around 120, 150. So you see the growth in the industry, whether it's automobile, whether it's education, whether it's healthcare. So definitely it's going well. And with the help of the community like AI Mexico and different communities in the world, definitely people are coming together and they are brainstorming, and they are getting up with innovative ideas. And when they are putting those innovative ideas into work, definitely work will, like definitely world will get something out of it, and we will definitely move towards a better future with better efficiency, better solutions. And though our life would not be the same like pre-COVID-19 things, but definitely we would be having a better, like we would be having something to assist our lifestyle, we would be having something to make our life better. Yeah.
Yeah, thank you. I absolutely agree with you. That's not the future, that's the present. That has been pushed in a very rapid way by this pandemic, and maybe by other things that are happening. But we urge the human civilization to improve in these fields, like global warming and other challenge to the world. My last question for this first part, before giving the floor to Ruben, is the following. Since several decades, India, actually, we in Mexico, we all admire Indian base in innovation. I come from the aerospace field, and we admire all the Indian space program that has you have managed to put together a very innovative, powerful industry, but powerful science in the space technology. India has been a very innovative country in space technology, but maybe the most known is the IT, information technology, governmental commitment in all India. And I had the opportunity to visit several years ago the state of Andhra Pradesh. And I was really delighted and surprised by the quantity of developments on information technology and communications, having started by very initial things like call centers. Now you have managed to put together a very important, innovative, with patents, with companies, with competitivity, products, systems, networks, and solutions for all over the world. What's artificial intelligence? How is it developed in India? Is it like a continuous improvement from your past experiences on
Yeah.
ITC, information communications, or did you have to make some quantum leaps, or I would say disruptive measures or programs or procedures to position yourselves in this new thing in artificial intelligence? What will be your opinion?
Yeah, definitely. So like if we talk about the scenario in India, though it's like it is doing well in terms of space and technology and information technology for sure, but definitely there is still a huge scope. Like the domain of artificial intelligence or machine learning has not been explored in that much manner in India right now, though there are multiple engineers, multiple organizations which are working into these domains, but still there is a lot of things to be done, because either it's the like either if these things are not completely domestic, or either these things are not completely made in India, or it's not completely made we cannot assure you that these things will definitely work out. We have not reached to that level as per my previous experience. Like still things are going on, still there is no like I would not speak there is a saturation in things, but yeah, definitely there is a growth in skill set, and quantum leaps have to be taken. And the government of India, like Narendra Modi, our prime minister, he is also taking some awesome initiatives where he is promoting the industries, promoting the students, and promoting the organizations to take steps in artificial intelligence. And like they are giving them challenging tasks, and they are giving them how they are giving them the problem statements where artificial intelligence can boost India's economy, and like how students can start artificial intelligence or machine learning at their early stage of life, like early stage of schooling, etc. Because when I was in school, like usually we didn't have that artificial intelligence or machine learning as a subject in our schooling. But now as things are changing in like in class 6th or class 7th of Indian education system, machine learning and artificial intelligence is now being introduced as a subject in India, like in schools. So you see that the country is preparing itself for the new technologies and preparing the students with new or like new innovation to make their thinking more better, to make their skill sets more vast, and so that they can get good hands on artificial intelligence. And when they are industry ready, when they are about to enter the industry, they have a good amount of experience, good amount of skills to work upon, and to get some awesome innovative products which will put India to a greater height. And like all the developing countries should approach this, like should approach artificial intelligence in this manner only, starting from schooling. You give the students the training, and so that their minds are like they are made innovative, and they have the exploration skills. And when it comes to delivery, when it comes to industry, they can definitely work together and can make something awesome, which will definitely help the industry as well as the country as well as the whole world as a whole. So yeah, India needs to take a lot of India still needs to take a lot of efforts with the help of organizations, be it educational, be it space, be it information technology, anything. Every domain has every domain can be benefited from artificial intelligence, and India is trying to see how each domain can help itself with the help of artificial intelligence, and they're trying to put those things into picture so that we can get something out of it, and we can position ourselves as a as a front runner in artificial intelligence. So definitely things are changing, a lot of things has to be changed, and transformation has already started.
Yeah, thank you. I really admire your development, and especially because you have somewhat managed to put together the infrastructure. The role of a government is to put the infrastructure to give opportunities to develop equally all the people, industry, academy, government, international relationships. As well as you have put together your heavy industry, your aerospace industry, as I mentioned earlier. What's your perception on the infrastructure, national infrastructure to support artificial intelligence learning projects, programs? Um, sometimes we think that it's easier to put together computer networks than space launching facilities. Yeah? Maybe I am being quite simplistic, but of course you have to put a very coherent infrastructure in computers, in networks, in software, of course in training, in industrial parks, and your international relations, and all your supply chain management for your industries. What's your vision on the lessons learned in India about the infrastructure, the country's infrastructure for developing artificial intelligence in your country?
Yeah. So like it's a very nice question. That infrastructure definitely plays an important role. Even if you have skills, even if you have all the innovations out there, but if the infrastructure is not ready, even if you do not have that powerful computation engines or like the networks which will help you to scale those solutions, right? Because making a product is easy, but scaling it and making it reach to the public is definitely tough. And when it comes to a country like India, where population is very high, so you have to take in mind that taking care how you make those products easily accessible. And then it comes to that infrastructure problem. If you do not set that infrastructure, if you do not put a network of things where the innovative products using artificial intelligence or like machine learning reaches the public, even if it's not being working well, even if you have good projects, good engineers, good innovations, if you do not put the infrastructure, like be it computation, be it networks, be it like any support, if you do not put that, the innovation is not of use, right? And so infrastructure is definitely very important, because otherwise you won't be able to reach the public, like the people for whom the product has been made, for whom the like innovation has been made. If the infrastructure is not put into picture, you will not be able to deliver the outputs of those innovative things to the public. So it's important that infrastructure is very important, be it any domain, be it space, be it call center, be it economic, like be it mechanical, be it anything. If your infrastructure is not put into place, reaching a highly populated country like India is definitely tough. So government has to put in efforts to put the infrastructure at the first go, right? Because we have started a journey with innovation, we have started a journey with technology, we have these IT parks, we have research labs also. But if you are not making an infrastructure, if you are not putting something which will help those innovation to reach the public, then definitely it's like you are not utilizing the best potential of those innovations or like of those products. So like things are going on, and like the state governments are putting up efforts to collaborate with research labs, collaborate with educational institutions and research labs, so that the innovation that is happening in their labs, or that's happening at the high level educational institutions, reaches the public. And they're trying to make the networks better, they're trying to make it more accessible as possible, right? Because if I talk about artificial intelligence penetration in India, like around 2 years back when I was just starting my bachelor's, I was not able to see like how government was putting up efforts, how government was like using up artificial intelligence ideas for public products. Like usually we didn't have that much of like accessibility to AI 2 years back. But now, as we consider like the situation, government is promoting artificial intelligence products, it's giving up funds, it's setting up special cells to help the organizations to work on artificial intelligence. Now it's making an infrastructure where multiple information technology companies would come together, innovate something. Like even we have that rise of hackathons. When you go to hackathons, so a government is sponsoring those hackathons so that students make some AI products, make some machine learning projects, like, which will definitely help the government, right? Because if you talk about a lot of things in India have been crowdsourced, like they have been made by students or they have been made by the industry through hackathons, through crowdsourcing. If you like, we have that like India's largest hackathon, or like we have this concept. So where the government gives a problem statement on artificial intelligence or machine learning, and the government promises to give the infrastructure, government promises to give all the things that is required to help in implementation of that product. And once that product is made, government helps to scale them up by setting up the infrastructure, by setting up networks, by setting up the organizations. But like at the minute level, it's working. Like things have to be made better now, but things are like, if we compare to 2017 or 2016, India's progress in terms of infrastructure settlement for artificial intelligence is boosting, and the community is working together, and the government is trying its best to bring together all those communities, to bring together all those infrastructure, so that it's a seamless experience. So yes, we are moving ahead towards a better thing with good infrastructure, with good skills, with good innovation, and things are going well. And like this will definitely motivate the juniors, like the people who are trying to enter the industry. They will definitely get inspired if they, like, if I talk about the school students, they see the innovations now in India, they now see the innovations in the government apps, now they see the like innovation in the government functionings and in the cities functioning. They will definitely get inspired and put their innovative ideas into the solutions, and we will definitely chase something big and better.
Fantastic. We admire all the commitments of all the communities by the leadership of government, the enthusiast follow-up of the academic population, the industries, the new generations, and of course all your international, continental
Relations.
and international connections in several aspects. Before going back with Ruben, my last question would be the future of jobs, not only for India, but for the planet Earth. The jobs are changing. Some jobs are lost, but new jobs are appearing, which is a really challenge for our developing countries, in which, of course, we have a future, a predictable future, but we have to deal with a lot of communities that have not had the required access to knowledge, education, connection, services, culture, etc. What is your perception? Because now I know India is balancing very well the two worlds, because it's not just the future, but the present of the people that need equal opportunities. How, in general terms, because of course there are always political aspects that I would not like to enter, but from the technological aspects, what are your perceptions or on this? How is India so successful in balancing the two worlds, the future, the innovation, the space travel, the robotics, the automation, smart cities, but at the same time pulling those populations that traditionally have been lagging the opportunities. What will be your point of
Yeah.
view? Why is India so successful?
Yeah, so like first of all, like I will just answer that question, the jobs of today and the jobs of future, then I will come to India's approach to the solution, like how India balances and how India works. So this is a bit interesting topic. So how India works is a bit interesting topic. So like as of now, we would be first discussing about the jobs of today and jobs of future, right? Because that's the important thing. Like as we are moving ahead towards a new world, like in terms of technology, in terms of innovation, in terms of lifestyle, like in terms of technology and innovation, artificial intelligence will definitely change the world. And when it comes to lifestyle, COVID-19 will change the situation, right? So we are definitely getting towards a new normal, as we say, new lifestyle. So like if for in terms of jobs, it's like jobs, like if we read some new researches, need to read some new reports, it speaks that many jobs that are coming in the future have not even been declared today, right? You have not even heard of those jobs which will be there in 2022 or 2023. Maybe you might have not heard about those jobs. Maybe it's something data, like we have not heard about data scientists 10 years back, right? We might not have heard about these machine learning engineers as a job role. Machine learning was there, artificial intelligence was there, like there were a lot of researches going on at the university level, but you might have not heard about that someone will be hired as a AI engineer or a deep learning engineer at an organization or a startup. You might not have heard about that. You might not have even like comprehended things that such job roles would also be there. So definitely in the future we would have some job roles which have not been explored yet, or which have not been yet declared, right? Like because industry is evolving, and industry is industry is requiring some awesome new skill sets which have not been previously explored. So in case of jobs, new job roles, quantity of jobs will definitely increase. Like some people there is a debate, there is a hot topic, like this is a hot topic, that artificial intelligence will eat up jobs or will make many unemployed. But no, like if you see, there is a like supplementation of jobs, like it supplements the job. When you go to any industry, artificial intelligence is just boosting or supporting the current situations, like it's helping you to make that process optimal or to make those process interesting. So artificial intelligence will definitely help. And in terms of skills, in terms of job roles, new job roles are coming, and definitely there is a good opportunity for skill set. And things will put into picture in terms of job. Like if we talk about job, things are changing and jobs will be increasing. But the most important thing is jobs will not be the same, and here the only the person who is skilled will be surviving. Because it's like Charles Darwin told, survival of the fittest. Now I would tell skillful is the fittest, right? If you are skilled, you would be the fittest in the industry, even if it's 2022 or 2020, like 2050. Even if it's 2050, if you are skilled, if you know the domains well, definitely you have the jobs at your disposal, so you definitely can rock the world. And this was our job. And when it comes to India, so how it balances is definitely, like if you see like the industry and like academia, so like the most important thing for a developing nation is the balance between them, the academia and the industry. Because if you see, the academia is powering some new concepts, is powering some new researches, which is indirectly helping the industry, right? If you tell that the space science, right, we have certain organizations in India like ISRO. So ISRO's research labs and ISRO's scientists are working at the academia level. Like they are researching about certain topics, they are researching about certain things. And when it comes to implementation, they are trying, like there is a bridge between the researchers, and there is a bridge between the industry. So whatever researches are going on, whatever things we are working on, whatever innovations we are working on, that's been transformed into industry directly. So the rate of transmission, right, because from academia to industry, if that gap is too much, you will be lost, right? You will be lost in the competition. So the most important thing, how the balance can be made, is there should be minimum amount, like there should be bare minimal amount of time between how you research, how you bring up the innovative ideas, and how you put those innovative ideas to educate, like into industry. So how you put the state of the art solutions to the industry, that will definitely help in balancing innovation or balancing the skill sets, as you say. So what I can see in India is, things are going well in the academia and things are going well in the industry. They are just like they are very like very fast to ship those things. They are not waiting that let's test this for 5 years, then we will ship this to industry or to real world. They're not waiting that much. So the balance here, like the balance here comes as a default, right? When you have that innovation things, when you have those different skill sets at your disposal, and you're utilizing that skill sets directly to industry at the minimum amount of time. So those researchers, those innovative ideas directly get into industry, and there is a balance, right? When industry progresses, the country progresses as the economy progresses. So it all starts from the balance between innovation and the industry where the production is happening. So innovation and production should have a balance, and and countries like India or Mexico should focus on these things, like how you minimize the time between these things. Like even you may have good innovation, but if you're not putting those innovations directly into industry, then those innovations will definitely fade away in next 5 to 6 years. So definitely direct, like putting those innovations directly into production and directly utilizing the potential of those innovation is the best thing, and this can help you to make the balance and like progress the economy, and this way the country will progress.
Yeah, of course. That's a global program. Ian?
Okay, so should go to the question by the audience, right?
Antes de darle la palabra a Rubén, o podríamos darle la palabra a Rubén y luego pasar las preguntas a ambos. ¿Cómo la veis? Ok, perfecto. Entonces, nada más, Rubén, aguántanos heroicamente. Hemos tenido...
No hay problema, no hay problema. Adelante.
Ok, muy bien.
Vamos a pasar estas preguntas y en un momento te damos la palabra y gracias por hablar en inglés. Ion,
Okay,
there are some questions from the audience.
Yes. So I will read some questions people have been asking from the audience, and hopefully we can find great answers to them as so far. So we have Mauricio Fernandez from the audience. Is asking, what are those technical abilities? What are those technical abilities that are most important to begin as a competitor in Kaggle?
So like if we talk about the skills required to start with these data science or machine learning stuffs, like start from the basics, because what usually students do or what usually a beginner do is like they directly want to get into some complex projects. They want to predict whether it's a dog or cat at the first go, but that's not the approach, right? Things may be very good. Like you may want to see like you will be building self-driving cars at the first go, but that's not possible. So what I would say is mathematics. First of all, mathematics is the most important skill if you are trying to dive into deep learning or like anything, data science, AI, machine learning. So try to focus on mathematics, because if your skills on mathematics is not well, like you may not understand the importance of mathematics at the first go, but as like I have seen the industry a little bit. So focus on mathematics skills, apart from that programming skills, and try to see how you can make mathematical models, how you can implement those mathematical concepts with the help of those programming. Then that's the most important skill. If you talk about data science or machine learning, basics should be cleared in terms of mathematics and programming, whatever you do, so that when it comes to industry is changing, innovative idea is the new, like you have to get some innovative ideas, and it can only come when you have the basics clear. You can just mold things as per your interest. And when it comes to Kaggle, so if we talk about Kaggle is like a platform, like online community, like as AI Mexico, but it's like a data scientist or like machine learning engineers are coming together and practicing, and like you have different things, right? Data sets, you have different tires, right? kernels, or like Kaggle kernels, Kaggle notebooks, Kaggle datasets, Kaggle competitions. So you can start with Kaggle datasets and Kaggle discussions to get started, so that you at least know what industry is working and how people are working on these domains. Then go to this Kaggle competition and try to implement the basics, implement the things that you have learned in those competitions, and you can definitely rock the stage on Kaggle.
Very, very well. I'll be asking a question of a really good friend of ours, Gabriel Queda. He's saying, in your opinion, what is the role of ethics in artificial intelligence?
I couldn't get you.
What is the role of ethics in artificial intelligence?
Ethics. Yeah, so like so it's an important question, right? Because when you talk about these ethics in AI, so it's more into ethical machine learning or like federated machine learning. We might have heard about these things. So when it comes to AI or machine learning, data is the heart. So when it comes to ethics, it should not be like your model should not be biased, or like it should not be like your model is biasing something, or it's like it's not predicting something at the like let's say we have that problem, right? We have a data set where it's working for white people but it's not working for non-white people. So we have to put these things, we have to put our ethical brains into those data sets and those model building. So ethics is definitely a good topic, and ethical AI is the new, like if you go into research, if you go into academia, you will definitely see that ethical AI is booming. And like ethical AI is the heart, right? Whenever you do some machine learning projects, or whenever you do some AI projects at the industry level, which is affecting a lot of people, like at a large scale, ethics definitely comes into picture. And you have to take in you have to take care about all the ethics, be it biasness, be it like data security, be it anything. So ethics definitely play an important role, and you have to keep in mind when you go into industry, because industry, like products in industry, have to be ethical, and they cannot be biased, or they cannot be like have a special inclination towards a certain thing. So ethics is definitely important.
Great, thank you. You, Ruben, do you have anything on your perspective on regards, particularly those two points, which are again from Mauricio Fernandez, which are the maybe technical abilities that you need to be successful in I would say not just Kaggle, but any endeavor that you decide to embark on regarding data science or AI. Well, in your experience, in graduate experience, what was it that made you a successful person there, and what could actually change? And what about the ethics role in AI?
Igual en español, no te pregunto otra vez en español.
You can do whatever you want. You're the boss here.
Bueno, vamos en español. Mira, con respecto a lo de Kaggle, yo tuve experiencia con Kaggle. Alguna vez he participado como unas 3 veces en la plataforma. Los que no saben qué es Kaggle, es una plataforma de práctica y de competencia. ¿Sí? Es para practicar tus habilidades en Machine Learning. Yo experimenté en la plataforma cuando quise probar, intentar ver qué existía en el mundo exterior, después de haber estudiado en la escuela. Definitivamente hay una diferencia muy grande. Es una gran plataforma para experimentar con datasets muy bonitos, con información ya muy refinada, etcétera, etcétera. Pero definitivamente no se parece al mundo real. El mundo real, la información, nunca jamás la vas a encontrar de la manera en que la encuentras en Kaggle. ¿Por qué? Porque ya hubo un preprocesamiento, una recolección, una limpieza, etcétera, etcétera, ¿no? De los datos. Normalmente en el mundo real, pues realmente el trabajo es ese, la recolección de los datos, realmente. Entonces, pero es una gran plataforma para empezar. ¿Qué habilidades necesitas? Pues definitivamente, si quieres trabajar directamente con los datos, todo lo relacionado con Machine Learning, todo lo relacionado con Data Science. Por supuesto, para esto hay que conocer temas de matemáticas, de programación, que no son cosa del otro mundo. Es cosa de tener la lista de las materias que hay que estudiar y hay que estudiarlas y se acabó, no es nada imposible. Entonces, ahí puedes llegar a practicar, etcétera, etcétera. Sin embargo, no, el hecho de que practiques en Kaggle y que te hagas un experto en Kaggle, etcétera, etcétera, no significa que seas una persona excepcional como un elemento, digamos, no te conviertes en un elemento tan importante para una organización. ¿Por qué? Porque típicamente en una organización vas a tener que hacer más cosas que eso, no nomás trabajar con los datos y hacer un modelo de Machine Learning. De hecho, el trabajo de hacer un modelo de Machine Learning es un trabajo, digamos, entre comillas, rápido, sencillo. O sea, realmente todo lo que hay detrás de todo del desarrollo de un modelo, el otro trabajo es el verdadero trabajo, ¿no? Todo el desarrollo de software, infraestructuras, deployment de los sistemas en línea, que se mantengan sanos, vivos. O sea, hay un mundo detrás de todo eso. El tema de Machine Learning es un pedacito, realmente es lo más emocionante, ¿no? Pero es un pedacito. Y con respecto a lo de ética, yo tardé mucho tiempo para entender qué significaba, o sea, la verdadera importancia de la ética en Machine Learning, hasta que empecé a ver, pues realmente el impacto que tiene en el mundo real, ¿no? Afortunadamente fuimos educados, o fui educado en la maestría con respecto a este tema, y la idea de la ética en Machine Learning se ve muy reflejada, eh, porque estamos entrenando sistemas en base al entrenamiento o a las mismas prácticas que los humanos tenemos. Entonces, un caso muy típico que estuvimos discutiendo nosotros hace tiempo es qué pasa cuando vas a pedir un préstamo en un banco, ¿no? Por ejemplo. Típicamente lo que se hace es una investigación, una investigación crediticia, inclusive, pues, una, una entrevista directa con un asesor, etcétera, etcétera. Pero cualquier práctica, cualquier prejuicio, cualquier bias, como se dice en inglés, que tenga esa persona ante ti o ante la información o como la hayas discutido, va dentro del proceso de selección para darte un préstamo. Entonces, digamos, ese data point, ese resultado de esa interacción, va y se posiciona en la base de datos. Y esa base de datos ha ido creciendo y creciendo y creciendo y creciendo y creciendo y creciendo. Y obviamente esa base de datos está influenciada por los prejuicios de las personas que han atendido a las personas que van, en este caso, a pedir un préstamo en un banco. ¿Qué pasa? Tú utilizas un algoritmo de inteligencia artificial, de machine learning, y dices, ok, ahí te va, no aprende la información. Pero espérate, o sea, la información viene con todos estos prejuicios, con todas estas ideas de los humanos, y ya saben que los humanos somos víctimas pues, de que si estamos enfadados ese día, de que si estamos cansados, que si tenemos hambre, que si no me viste bien, un sinfín de cosas. Somos humanos, entonces todo eso influye. ¿Qué pasa? El modelo sale del horno con la información esa y tienes un modelo que está replicando exactamente las mismas prácticas de los humanos. Es por eso que alguien menciona que es un tema muy importante de investigación, por cómo le haces para que estos modelos no vengan con prejuicios, ¿no? Y entonces realmente es muy importante porque este es un ejemplo muy claro de lo que posiblemente en el futuro vayamos a sufrir en cuanto a que, oye, voy a ir a pedir un préstamo, ya no me va a atender una persona, me va a atender un algoritmo y el algoritmo va a decidir. Y todavía después de decidir, actualmente, el algoritmo nos va a decir por qué salir rechazado en este caso. ¿Por qué? Porque de alguna manera Machine Learning todavía se considera como una caja negra. Entonces, tú le haces una petición, genera un resultado y si le preguntas por qué no, no hay una respuesta clara. Entonces, hay mucho tema que discutir en ese... Ok, perdón, voy leyendo el comentario. Hay mucho que discutir en ese tema. Y voy a switchar a inglés ahorita porque no había leído el comentario, perdón.
Habla Javier Mendieta. Quizás ahorita viene una pausa. ¿Por qué no vamos directamente a la pausa para después, ya en la segunda parte, escuchar ya de manera extensiva las aportaciones de Rubén sobre el mismo tema de cómo construir tu carrera en inteligencia artificial? Pasamos a la pausa, pregunto.
Ok, yo envío, vamos a tomar 3 minutos de pausa y antes de tomar los 3 minutos de pausa, voy a hacer una breve intervención para poner al tanto un poco acerca de los ciertos avances puntuales que hemos tenido. Y creo que empezamos con algo interesante, ¿no? Voy a mencionar que hemos integrado más gente al core team. Hemos tenido una gran cantidad de aplicaciones para estar involucrados en el grupo de voluntarios. Sí, adelante.
Déjame nada más para ligar con la parte siguiente. 2 cosas. Una, bueno, la traducción déjame nada más tomar un diálogo de 1 minuto con Ion para explicarle qué es lo que se habló en español y luego invitarlo a que nos siga acompañando la segunda parte. No se nos vaya a ir, ¿ok?
Va, perfecto, gracias.
Dear Ion, this is Francisco Mendieta, moderator. Yeah, thank you very much for your patience and your understanding. Ruben, the other speaker, asked the same question as
Thank
you.
you.
Both on the ethics and, of course, the Kaggle platform. He mentioned his point of view on ethics, giving examples about the banking scenario and Kaggle platform. That was quite extensive, but I only wanted you to know what we were discussing in Spanish. Now, Jose Adrian, our president, will present the latest. Have a small break, and we will come back with Ruben, that we will require him to present his point of view on the building of a career in artificial intelligence as profoundly as you have made at your turn. Please, Jose Adrian.
Okay, very good. So I will do the intervention in English, courtesy to our international audience and our guests. I'll just briefly make people aware of the advances and all the achievements that AI Mexico has been able to make great advances in lately. And one of them is that we are consolidating our core team is stronger every day. We have a lot of applications to become one of our valued volunteers in our group of people who are working on Mexico's AI readiness and jumping on the bandwagon and great opportunity of AI. Remember that if you or want to belong to this group working on very important issues, and we meet every single day, you can go on the website and go to www.aimexico.org and go to the section that says join us. And there's a few application types there, and there's one to become a core member. And we will check references, and we will validate and make sure that you can contribute, and you will have to spend some part of your day, a couple hours here and there, to help us move our efforts forward. So for those that are already in the team, we thank you a lot, and we welcome a diverse group from anywhere in the world where you are to come and join us and join us in this great mission that we have. We also have a new hire, which is Arely Campos. She's Corporate Communications and Public Relations Coordinator, and she started last month, and she's been doing a great job. She is the voice and ears of our organization, coordinating communications inside our organization, channeling industry, government, academia, and society questions and needs to our community of experts and to the appropriate resources in collaborating organizations around the world. So she will soon become very visible within and to the outside of the organization, and will play an important role, central role, I believe, in helping us be able to cater to the needs of the global industry with regards to providing our expertise and providing help and a lot of hand-holding that perhaps the industry sometimes needs and government to make important decisions. So that's with regards to the team. We're also working very diligently on consolidating the innovation committee. The innovation committee supports entrepreneurs, startups, and businesses wanting to professionalize their services and wanting to create new products and need help. So at the moment, we have a couple projects going. One of them is from actually a core team member from Panama. He's in Jean-Marc, and he has a product called Ayúdame, and it is a mobile platform with a web infrastructure as well, and it is capable of doing really interesting things with AI. And we believe this the process that we have put Jean-Marc through, and we're continuing to enable his product with giving him engineering resource and AI expertise. Will end up somewhere where we can put him in front of investors and hopefully be able to attract investment into productizing this his idea best, I think. So I think that's going to be a really good example of sample of success from our group. Now we're also having conversations with people in many parts of the world. Like we just started to communicate and interact with the Artificial Intelligence Center in Sweden, and we also have we started talks with people that are pointing us towards UCLA for some education programs, as well as a contact with some authorities in Ireland. So we look forward to start creating programs that will help us scale this initiative correctly and maximize the results. And that's on that side. And we're also starting to work with the Coalition of Artificial Intelligence, IA 2030 MX, on working on the Mexican agenda and AI. So there's a lot of things that we need to do, and we invite people from anywhere in the world to come in contact with us, and I'm sure that we have something for you to help us with. With regards to ethics, I think one of the things that really needs to happen to facilitate an ethical application and ethical construction of AI systems is inclusion. And I think that we need to allow and democratize the construction of AI successfully in order to achieve ethical systems. And I think that's one thing that AI Mexico pushes for a lot. So this is an inclusive organization that we welcome youngsters, we welcome people across different generations, men and women of different types of walks of life and professions to come and belong to this great effort, which has received accolades and congratulations from many authorities and organizations around the world. So we thank you greatly for that. Another thing is that we're being helped by some people in London who spoke about scaling this in a more the business side of this being able to support itself, and we're actually starting to make efforts into being able to provide our expertise directly to certain industries, like in manufacturing. We will start programs to have private meetups that are oriented and focused on solving industry-specific problems. So you can contact us, and we will go and send a team of AI experts to your business, to your industry, and we will tell you how to land lowest hanging fruit success stories, and we can guide you the whole way through the whole way from data collection to model deployment in production and give you realistic expectations of success. Same thing for schools. We do cited workshops for schools and private workshops for people in government too who want to know how they can use AI to have success in their work today. So those are the I think the advances that we have, and I think it's great achievement. We now have an organization of more than 500 people in 8 countries, and this is just the beginning. So thank you all, and remember there's a poll that we need to fill out. It will be shown, the QR code will be shown on the screen, and it is really important for us to have you get involved and have your engagement in order to be able to provide you with the best services, the best focused expertise for your business, and make the gains of the success of our businesses really trickle down to the communities that need it most in Mexico, in other emerging economies, and anyone who wants to really jump on the bandwagon of AI. So that's it for my intervention, Dr. Mendieta. I think will we go for a small break, right? Muy bien. Okay, very good. So 3 minutes pause, and we'll be back on the 13th edition of the world famous AI Meetup of AI Mexico, how to build a career in AI. Thank you. Muy bien, gracias por la paciencia en esos largos 3 minutos de receso. Y gracias de nuevo por estar aquí participando a nuestros panelistas internacionales en nuestra decimotercer Meetup. Y a toda la gente que nos está viendo, de nuevo les agradecemos su paciencia y su apoyo, ¿no? Bueno, entonces, ahora pasamos con el señor Álvarez, el maestro Álvarez, que nos platica un poco. Sí, quisiera preguntar algunas de las actividades que son comunes en los proyectos en la IA que has tenido. ¿Cuál fue tu primera experiencia en la IA y qué te motivó a empezar una carrera en ella, ¿no? Creo que todos llegamos a un punto donde dices, bueno, eso me quiero dedicar. ¿Tuviste un momento, una experiencia que cambió o que te dio un claro camino hacia lo que estás haciendo hoy? ¿Y cuáles son esas actividades comunes que terminas o que has terminado teniendo gracias a esa decisión?
Sí, gracias, Adrián. Pues disculpa el cambio de idiomas y todo esto, ¿no? Una confusión al principio. Igual, te contesto en español, ¿no? Contestando tu pregunta, ¿alguna experiencia que me ha transformado mi experiencia o que me ha transformado mi forma de ver el futuro, ¿no? Sí, fue el caso mío. Fue el caso mío donde yo pues tengo un background de ingeniería electrónica. Como ingeniero electrónica, realmente el tema de software, el tema de desarrollo de software es bajo, es poco, es casi nulo. Y sobre todo cuando estaba dedicándome 5 años en este ramo industrial, de la industria pesada, en la minería, el tema de inteligencia artificial todavía menos, no hacían ni ruido, digamos, el desarrollo de software. Entonces, sin embargo, mientras yo laboraba en este ramo industrial, en esta industria pesada, empezamos a desarrollar tecnología para la minería y nos fuimos enfrentando con la problemática de que nuestros sistemas, nuestros sensores estaban produciendo muchísimos datos y el hecho de que estuviéramos produciendo muchísimos datos, pues nos enfrentó al hecho de que pues teníamos que saber cómo analizarlos, ¿no? Vaya. Y poco a poco eso me fue despertando la chispa de decir, oye, pues, ¿cómo analizamos datos, no? Esto fue, te estoy hablando del 2014, 2013, ¿no? Cuando aquí en México el tema de la inteligencia artificial, en el tema industrial sobre todo, era nulo o muy bajo. Y poco a poco me fui investigando, vaya. Llegó un momento donde mi estancia, mi experiencia en la industria, en la empresa esta, llegó a un límite donde sentí que no estaba avanzando en muchos aspectos profesionales y decidí irme a la maestría. Y el tema de la maestría, pues fue un tema personal, un tema profesional, todo esto. Se dio la oportunidad de irse a Irlanda, fuimos a Irlanda y afortunadamente, curiosamente, yo no sabía qué estudiar para estudiar inteligencia artificial. Es decir, yo buscaba un programa que se llamara literalmente inteligencia artificial, machine learning, una cosa así, ¿no? No sabía cómo buscarlo. Y terminé yéndome por el camino seguro, Electronic and Computer Engineering. Y dije, estando allá, lo que voy a hacer es buscar algún path para irme hacia la inteligencia artificial. Y resultó que, pues vaya, los temas de inteligencia artificial, machine learning, estaban enfocados en data science, en data analytics, en ese tipo de cosas. Yo no tenía idea de qué se llamaba el ramo y me fui involucrando. Y Afortunadamente, logré presentar mi proyecto, una idea que tenía de proyecto, como proyecto de tesis. El proyecto de tesis se trataba del análisis del levantamiento de pesas, del deporte de levantamiento de pesas. Y lo que quería hacer es decir, yo en ese momento estaba muy involucrado en el deporte, soy un entusiasta del deporte, del levantamiento de pesas. Y dije, ¿cómo podemos combinar el deporte con la tecnología? Entonces mi idea fue, hagamos un assessment del lift, de los lifts, del levantamiento de pesas, utilizando computer vision and machine learning. Y básicamente, pues 2 asesores digamos, me tomaron bajo su yugo y, y pues desarrollé el proyecto en un año de trabajo, ¿no? Y ese fue el inicio del caminito de Machine. Y no fue hace mucho, eso fue, yo empecé a estudiar mi maestría en el 2017, terminé el 2019, fue el año pasado. Entonces, a partir de eso, justo después, pues hice construir mi propio CV. Mi CV, pues dije, ¿qué hago, no? ¿Qué hago para construir mi propio CV? Pues fui a Kaggle, hice algunas competencias aquí y allá, empecé a hacer currículum, etcétera, etcétera. Sin embargo, yo siempre tuve la espinita de decir, bueno, eh, voy a, ¿qué más hago? ¿Cómo salgo del círculo de donde ya venía, ¿no? Del trabajar de una oficina de 8 a 5, etcétera, etcétera. Era una idea que yo traía. Entonces dije, vamos a empezar la idea del negocio. Ya estamos desde cero, por así decirlo, porque estamos en Irlanda, tiramos la casa por la ventana para ir a Irlanda, dejamos todo, dejamos casa, dejamos familia, dejamos todo. Dijimos, empecemos desde cero. Pero en el camino nos dimos cuenta de que, pues, las conexiones, los contactos, las personas que conocíamos que tenían capacidad técnica, estaban en México y decidimos regresar a México. De alguna manera tratamos de hacerlo funcionar remotamente. No funcionó, nos obligó a regresar a México y regresamos a México. Sin embargo, ese es un tema interesante aquí, regresando a México, nos dimos cuenta de que la realidad del tema de adopción de la tecnología lo sabíamos, ¿no? Pero el hecho de haber estado 2 años en Irlanda, donde es un hub de innovación, pues todo el mundo estaba absorbiendo y absorbiendo conocimiento, tecnología. Me metí en ese rollo y regresé a México pensando que más o menos iba a ser lo mismo. No lo fue. Hubo mucho freno, hay una mentalidad de lo que hacemos ya funciona, de no le muevas aquí y allá porque se va a romper, etcétera, etcétera, ¿no? Entonces, para nosotros fue muy difícil pasar de las conversaciones iniciales. ¿Cuáles fueron las conversaciones iniciales? Cuando estábamos allá y aquí, hubo conversaciones iniciales muy exitosas, de decir, mira, todo esto podemos hacer por tu negocio, conozco tu industria, etcétera, etcétera. Sin embargo, el miedo o el proceso se tenía cuando se tenía que tomar la decisión del go, ok, vamos a hacerlo. ¿Por qué? Porque había un desconocimiento total de la tecnología. Entonces nos dimos cuenta con esa experiencia de que realmente lo primero que tenemos que hacer es educar a las personas encargadas en las áreas tecnológicas, en la industria. Si las personas que están encargadas de tomar decisiones de desarrollo de proyectos no conocen de la tecnología, jamás van a tomar la pluma para firmar el proyecto y decir, jalo con este proyecto, ¿no? ¿Por qué? Porque no tienen ningún arma, ninguna forma de discutir o de dialogar o de jalarte las orejas en el sentido de decir, oye, me dijiste que aquí ibas al 50% del proyecto y no llevas nada del 50% del proyecto, ¿no? ¿Por qué? Porque no hay la discusión, el léxico no existe en ese momento, ¿no? Entonces, eso fue lo que aprendimos. Y nos dedicamos a hacer ese trabajo. Se hicieron algunas demostraciones, pero se vio lento por ese aspecto, se vio lento por ese lado. Entonces dijimos, ¿qué hacemos? No nos podemos quedar educando a toda la industria mientras pues no hacemos nada de dinero. Entonces eso nos llevó a decir, bueno, ya existía la idea de que Pixel, la empresa con la que me presentaron al inicio, iba a ser una empresa que a lo mejor se convertía ¿cómo se le llaman estas empresas? Haces un proyecto, de ahí sale un producto y sale una empresa nueva de ese producto. Esa era la idea de Pixel, ¿no? Entonces dijimos, pues empecemos de una vez, ahorita que tenemos el tiempo. Y de eso nació Hellogy. Hellogy es otra empresa que acabamos de arrancar hace 2 meses y decidimos, pues, toda la motivación de Hellogy nació porque Mi hermana arrancó un negocio de entrega de comida a domicilio, y nos dimos cuenta de que había mucho esfuerzo para atender al negocio, atender a los clientes, pero se pasaba todo el día atendiendo a los clientes y no atendía el negocio por atender a los clientes, pero si atendía el negocio y no atendía a los clientes, pues no había cliente. Bueno, era todo un drama, ¿no? Entonces dijimos, ¿cómo le hacemos para automatizar la atención al cliente? Y de eso nació HelloG, que es la creación de chatbots, la creación de asistentes inteligentes que viven en este caso en Messenger, en WhatsApp, etcétera, etcétera, que contestan automáticamente a los clientes. Y actualmente la operación nos lleva a estar, digamos, el 80% de nuestro tiempo enfocado en esfuerzos de HelloG, ¿no? En mejorar la plataforma, en darle una nueva imagen, en entrenar el sistema de inteligencia artificial, etcétera, etcétera.
Excelente, excelente, gracias. Yo creo que eso es importante lo que dices, ¿no? Con respecto al educar a los ejecutivos, al educar a los operadores en una planta, al educar, a llevar una cierta disciplina de evangelizar, ¿no? A todas las personas involucradas en lo que es IA, ¿no? Y cambiar la cultura en toda la organización. Eso es parte creo, de los esfuerzos que en México está empezando en la transformación de los negocios, ¿no? Empezar a cambiar primero la cultura para que en sí la IA tenga una aceptación, ¿no? Por la gente que tiene miedo que los van a desplazar y darle una capacidad de toma de decisiones en la que puedan confiar los ejecutivos, ¿no? Al tratar de hacer el kick-off de un proyecto, ¿no? Entonces, sí, esto está muy interesante. Creo que aquí hay otra pregunta. So thank you for your work. I'm going to ask you again, Mr. Alvarez, a couple of questions, which are, what are the good starting points in taking a career in AI, and what are the recommendations to close gaps, technical and business knowledge, among the main roles during the implementation of an AI project? I think a lot of this could be geared towards, and this is something that I personally have lived, is how do you go from being in school or doing research in academia, where you're developing or generating knowledge, and end up successfully make the jump in a role that will require you to take the entire process from data collection to model deployment in the field, successfully creating a real-world problem-solving product that adds value to people's lives. You know, I think that's a jump that is very it takes a lot of effort and a lot of mistakes, I think, to complete and become an expert at it. And I think that is a very important, maybe central or key element to be able to have when you go in industry trying to do AI. What are your recommendations to become successful at that?
¿Quieres que lo responda yo, Adrián?
Sí, se responde. Por favor.
Ok. Pues no sé exactamente si yo tengo la respuesta correcta para esa pregunta, ¿no? Definitivamente sí hay un gap muy grande. Lo que vas a ver en la escuela y de lo que vas a ver en el mundo real es un gap, es un verdadero gap. Y yo creo que la única forma en que la transición pueda ser sencilla entre lo que ves en la escuela y la industria probablemente sea si te unes a una empresa de tipo Facebook, una empresa muy grande, donde los roles están bien definidos, donde cada quien está haciendo un trabajo en específico. Ahí sí creo que a lo mejor, quizá, que aún así lo veo difícil, que lo que aprendes en la escuela, si tú te dedicas a data science o data analytics o machine learning o DevOps o lo que sea, a lo mejor llegas, te posicionas y ya está. No es cuestión de encontrar las conexiones entre los demás departamentos. Sin embargo, pues como fue en el caso mío, no fue la situación donde sí, muy bien, aprendiste a hacer tu modelito, a hacer tus datos ahí están, tu modelo ya da unos outputs, lo que tú quieras, ahí está el resultado, pero pues, sí, ¿no? ¿Cómo le das valor verdaderamente al end user? Definitivamente hay todo un skill set que hay que dominar, el desarrollo de software. Definitivamente hay todo bueno, también hay un tema muy amplio del tema de ética. Fíjate, cuando yo estaba buscando, porque tuve un periodo de un mes estando en Dublín buscando trabajo como Machine Learning Engineer, me di cuenta que no tenía, yo creo que el 70% de las habilidades requeridas en los puestos. Sí, yo sabía muy bien hacer los modelos, sabía manejar la información, pero todo el tema de infraestructura, etcétera, etcétera, no existía. Entonces, ¿qué hay que hacer? Yo recomendaría habilidades de desarrollo de software, habilidades de desarrollo, hay que aprender a manejar las tecnologías web, hay que aprender, inclusive si vas a lanzar tu propio negocio, tu propio startup en temas de tecnología, temas DevOps, todo el management del deployment, cómo mantener viva la nube, etcétera, etcétera, ¿no? La carga de usuarios. Entonces, en lo particular, eso fue muy difícil para mí. ¿Por qué? Porque yo vengo de un background muy diferente. Yo soy electrónico, yo soy más tema de hardware, más tema de ese tipo de cosas. Afortunadamente tengo, ¿no? Todavía personas que me han guiado en el camino, mi hermano particularmente, que él ya tenía la formación de todo el tema de desarrollo de software. Entonces me dijo, ¿sabes qué? Pues vamos empatándolas. Y así hace una sinergia muy, muy interesante porque yo sé todo el tema de Machine Learning, él sabe todo el tema del desarrollo de software y hemos hecho sinergia, hemos desarrollado tanto los skills que él no tiene, los ha desarrollado y los skills que a mí me faltaban los ha desarrollado. Entonces, definitivamente. Y por el tema del tema de ética, lo quería mencionar, bueno, a lo mejor lo tocas más adelante, ¿no? Pero rapidito, así es. Definitivamente hay que hacer mucho énfasis en la ética, en la educación de las personas que vayan a aplicar Machine Learning, porque Machine Learning definitivamente es una tecnología muy poderosa y puede desplazar a muchas personas si no se aplica de la manera en que se tiene que aplicar, de la manera correcta. Entonces, ¿qué significa? Que si hay personas que no tienen de esos fundamentos éticos, digamos, esa orientación profesional, posiblemente la tecnología se utilice para hacer cosas malas. No quiero hacer un énfasis muy grande en, puede eh, temas, temas apocalípticos, etcétera, etcétera, etcétera. No es por ahí, sin embargo, eh, eh, con muy poco conocimiento de Machine Learning e inteligencia artificial, puedes hacer cosas que no apoyen a la mayoría, ¿no? Y ese es el comentario que quería hacer al respecto.
Creo que va un poco, por ejemplo, en sistemas que eligen a candidatos, por ejemplo, para un trabajo, ¿no? O sea, creo que están entrenados con datos que fueron puestos ahí por gente que ya tiene esas tendencias o ese sesgo, pues justamente sí. el sistema tendrá ese sesgo, ¿no?
Correcto.
O, por ejemplo, adoptando tecnologías de reconocimiento facial, por ejemplo, mucha gente se emociona y dice, bueno, pues hay que integrar todo esto, pero por ejemplo, San Francisco ya no permite que la policía utilice el reconocimiento facial para imputar a gente porque justamente no pone en desventaja a gente de ciertas minorías y gente de bajos recursos, ¿no? Entonces, si solamente buscamos, aterrizar proyectos para divertirnos y ganar dinero, creo que eso es parte del trabajo que está bien, pero debemos, creo yo, apoyar a los gobiernos, apoyar a las empresas y a toda la gente involucrada a que tome decisiones sabiendo cuáles son los alcances, cuáles son los peligros, ¿no? de los sistemas. Entonces, creo que tiene razón, ¿no? Y la ética en todos sentidos, ¿no? En la aplicación, en los datos y en el negocio, ¿no? Por ejemplo, también pues, hay que ser respetuosos de la propiedad intelectual, de contratos, convenios, saber que hay cosas que no se deben hacer simplemente son problemas, ¿no? Entonces, muy bien, gracias por haber aceptado el comentario, ¿no? Let's go with some of the questions from the audience. And okay, this is a good question, actually. It says, this is from our friend Clever. Clever, we need to talk soon. Well, it says, what are the best universities to have to study a master's degree in AI in Mexico. And then there's also another question saying, asking with regards to this other question about the best master's degree program in AI in Mexico. It says, where would you recommend, like in AI online or a remote master's program, or not? This was for maybe Javier here, Francisco Mendieta. Maybe you can answer that. I don't know if you have an insight with regards to that piece of education. I think you might. Yeah, oh, I guess he's not here, but he's not here yet. Okay, so what about you, Ion? What do you think is the best, perhaps online, or would you recommend an online studying of a master's degree program in AI? And then we can ask maybe Mendieta or Dr. Mendieta about what was the best AI program in Mexico at the graduate level. But can you answer that again? What is your experience with working with people who have an online master's program? I will later chime in on that. But,
yeah. So for online, I would just appreciate if someone takes up online course, and simultaneously it's important to do the projects and to implement the concepts, because usually what happens is when you do not go to classrooms or when you do not go to some colleges, you are not bound, right? Your teacher is not like telling you to complete the project. Your teacher is not giving you work to do. So you get a bit lenient that like there is no any foundation that I should do this, I should do that. But when you go to online, you have to be determined. You have to take things on your own, that whenever you read a concept, you try to implement that concept through a project and try to read more about from the other stuffs also. Like online is good, but you have to put in extra efforts too. You cannot be completely dependent on the online course only. Like it should not be the case that you are doing Udacity's course or you are doing any online course. It should not be the case that the teacher what the tutor is teaching you will only understand that and you will not go beyond that. So that's where the purpose of online learning fails, because most of my friends also do courses, also do courses on Udacity, also do courses on some big platforms. But why they fail, sometimes they fail because they are not trying to implement those concepts via projects or by going a step ahead, right? Because when you do an online course, there are multiple concepts that have to be kept in mind, right? Maybe a single concept is not covered in a online class. Maybe it's a XYZ topic, and like the tutor only told you that XYZ is a topic, and he told you that you can read it on over blogs or over Google. But what happens in online is you forget to read that, you forget to put emphasis on that, and sometimes those concepts start missing out. You start missing out some important concepts which were useful. So it's important that even if you do an online course, even if you do an online masters, try to understand the concepts at your end also, right? Even if it's not it's not covered in the online course, try to take a step ahead and try to read more about that concept over Google. There are multiple blogs, and try to implement the concepts of try to implement those concepts via your projects or something else. Then you will definitely use you will use the potential of that online course, and you can definitely succeed. So implementation is the major part, and a step ahead, right? You cannot be completely dependent on that online course. That's my main issue, right? Implement and try to read more about the concept that you are studying in the online course. That way you can definitely progress well and can get better hold on the concepts and better hold on the things at industrial level or at a project level, right? Because when you go to industry, you have to do projects, you have to do products, you have to build products. The online courses can teach you how to make products, but there are a hell lot of things that have to be kept in mind, right? Online courses cannot give you the whole thing that you should keep in mind while making a project. You have to take your step ahead and explore different topics also. So yeah, it's a good thing to have online course or online masters at your disposal, but you have to take your efforts too.
Very good, thank you. Si puedo agregar un comentario al respecto. Recordemos que somos, AI México es el único embajador de Deep Learning AI, que es la empresa de Andrew Ng, del fundador de Coursera. Y una de las cosas que buscamos tanto en estos eventos de colaboración, que son eventos en conjunto con esa empresa, con este Meetup en México, es justamente a dar la oportunidad a que este tipo de educación sea al alcance de todos, ¿no? Entonces, una forma de, creo yo, adquirir los conocimientos para entrar a este tipo de trabajos es justamente programas como los que ellos tienen de Breaking into AI. Y yo recomendaría mucho, por ejemplo, tomar el curso del programa de Deep Learning AI que se llama, que es el Deep Learning Specialization, Deep Learning Specialization, son una serie de como de 6 cursos. Y luego hay otro que se llama, es algo acerca de cómo afinar interparámetros y arquitecturas de redes neuronales. Y yo he visto casos muy exitosos de gente que toma justamente esas 2 especializaciones y los he tenido como gente en mi equipo y son productivos, agregan mucho valor y considero que esa es una buena opción, ¿no? Pero todo depende de qué tipo de trabajo quieres hacer. Si te gusta hacer cosas más fundamentales y en realidad innovar en aspectos más teóricos o de la IA, pues sí una materia sólida que te dé ni siquiera tantos fundamentos en aplicaciones, ¿no? Pero sí en conceptos de IA es importante, ¿no? Creo que en México hay muchos lugares importantes. En lo particular yo estudié en CICESE, bajo la dirección del doctor Hugo Hidalgo Silva, y por ejemplo él es un excelente recurso, ¿no? para ese tipo de recibir ese tipo de guía, ¿no? Y a lo largo de mi carrera, pues él está involucrado en muchas decisiones que he tomado. También está, por ejemplo, el doctor Olague en CETES, muy interesante el trabajo que él hace. Más o menos su visión computacional es lo que se hace aquí, ¿no? Pero vaya, creo yo que si lo que buscas es trabajar en la industria, no te vas a escapar de tener que a fuerza a ponerte a prueba algunos años en como decía a Jesús Álvarez, ¿no? A trabajar para una empresa gigante, grande, así, donde puedas tú foguearte y puedas tú tener mentores que son muy experimentados, sería ideal, ¿no? Y trabajando ahí unos años, creo yo que podrías dominar ciertas habilidades que te hacen que representen mucho valor en las empresas y entonces hay que creo yo que hacer una buena combinación de algo con rigor académico y luego ponerlo a la práctica y escoger buenos mentores, ¿no? Creo que por algunos años tenemos que escoger a servir a que alguien más haga muy bien su trabajo luego de uno querer innovar, ¿no? Creo que a mí me tomó muchos años, ¿no? Como 10 años hasta que empecé ya a patentar y a ver productos que me los habían dejado a mí y que se vendieron en todo el mundo y que salvaron vidas, ¿no? Entonces, creo que toma tiempo, pero justamente nos capacita para resolver problemas muy importantes, ¿no? Entonces, sin embargo, yo creo que los cursos en línea, por ejemplo, de Deep Learning AI, son excelentes para que alguien en un área de cierta afinidad matemática o de ingeniería puedan hacer el brinco para empezar a crear cosas interesantes, pero siempre se debe tomar en cuenta que debes orientarte hacia el mundo de la industria donde cuando programes tienes que programar bien, ¿no? O sea, donde puedes decir, yo no soy programador, bueno, pero si programas debes programar como un programador profesional, y si documentas debes documentar como alguien experto en documentación profesional y debes seguir a ciertos prácticas, buenas prácticas de ingeniería, ¿no? Por ejemplo, es común que gente se resista a meterse al equipo y hacer Scrum, ¿no? O sea, decimos, no, yo hago R&D, yo no hago Scrum. No, pues tu trabajo es hacer R&D, quitarle el aspecto de incertidumbre al Research and Development, de tal manera que lo vuelvas tan fácil de entender y tan transparente para que los dueños de los proyectos puedan tomar decisiones con respecto a los resultados, ¿no? Creo que las sorpresas nunca son buenas en la industria, y cuando son muy, muy buenas y cuando son muy, muy malas, ¿no? Creo que hay que aprender a ser acertados en el trabajo que uno hace, ¿no? So I think there's value in either doing these online masters. I think there's a lot of value, but I think there's also a lot of value in the academic rigor that goes with a program that is established and that has that enables you to join a lab maybe and execute important research projects. But I think learning how to take that research from the lab to the floor into the real world is something that also has a lot of value. Okay. Si me permiten, voy a dar otra pregunta. ¿Hubiera cambiado algo? Iron Roy, would you have changed anything with regards to how you began your this adventure of yours in AI, and what other areas, technical areas or not, are of your interest? Can you apply AI in any of them?
Yeah, so like definitely it's a good question, right? Because how you implement AI in different domains, that's an important task, and that's innovation, where your innovation comes into picture. So maybe good AI, maybe you have a good skill set on AI, but let's say you are into you are into software development or something else, so AI can definitely help you there too. So like initially I was into website development, then I grew my interest into AI and other stuff, but recently I saw that AI can help you build the websites and can help you build the architecture of website and different stuffs. So you see that AI is different, definitely supplementing the process of website development or other domains too. So it's an important topic, like how you use AI and how you utilize the potential of AI into different domains. That's definitely an important topic, and you have to know at least how AI can be implemented, right? Because you should have an idea where and how to use AI. It should not be the case that I have to use AI, so that's why I'm only using AI. You should understand that why you should use AI and where AI can fit your requirements. So studying the requirements, studying the domain requirements is important. It should not be the case that just because my friends are implementing AI in different domains, I should also. It's more into like, what's your domain, what's the requirement of your domain, then try to implement AI in those domains, like as per the requirement.
Creo que muy acertado. No creo que la IA no debe pensarse como algo que es para ingenieros, ¿no? O por ejemplo, no es para gente que es muy buena para las matemáticas, ¿no? Creo que la IA los grupos exitosos de IA en los que he trabajado yo o que he visto yo funcionar son grupos muy diversos y muy interdisciplinarios, en que hemos podido integrar gente de recursos humanos, gente que apenas inicia una carrera en ingeniería, también gente muy experimentada, pero si buscas que la organización en la que tratas de empezar, o tu empresa, que se viva con emoción la cultura de la IA, y se haga trabajo de ese tipo de calidad, debes integrar a tus equipos de IA a todos, ¿no? Porque así creo que se enfoca muy bien la gente enfoca sus objetivos personales y profesionales a los objetivos corporativos de una manera muy exitosa, ¿no? ¿Tú qué opinas, señor Álvarez, de qué otros campos, qué otras cosas hacemos?
¿Qué opina al respecto? ¿Qué hubiera cambiado? ¿No era la pregunta, algo así? Era la pregunta que hubiera cambiado.
¿Sí?
Ajá. Bueno, ¿qué hubiera cambiado? Definitivamente yo hubiera decidido estudiar ciencias de la computación, ¿no? Si hubiera podido empezar desde atrás. No siento que sea un problema actualmente, pero siento que se hubiera facilitado mucho. Sin embargo, no es un problema actualmente. ¿Qué otra cosa hubiera cambiado? Quizá hubiera cambiado Yo tenía mucho miedo a lo que era inteligencia artificial. No sabía por dónde empezar y tardé muchísimo tiempo en tomar las riendas del juego, porque no sabía qué era. Me daba mucho miedo, pensé que era un monstruo que no iba a poder dominar, ¿no? Sin embargo, no tomó más que 2 años de estudio y ni siquiera 100% dedicado a la inteligencia artificial. Y fue dominada de cierta forma, ¿no? Ya actualmente, pues, como todos los que estamos platicando ahorita, podemos leer papers, podemos implementar algoritmos, podemos generar soluciones. Entonces, definitivamente, también otra cosa, las matemáticas son diferentes con respecto a la ingeniería electrónica y las ciencias de la computación. Las matemáticas son un poco diferentes. ¿Qué otra cosa hubiera cambiado? No, realmente es mi posición y mi actitud ante el aprendizaje. Eso es lo que hubiera cambiado. Realmente.
Muy interesante. Ahora, ya llegó el doctor Mendieta, ¿no? Vamos a preguntar algo acerca de, no sé si se integró los salidos, pero algo acerca de los programas de estudio. Interesante que platicando con el doctor Mauricio Reyes, porque es aquí del observatorio de la UNAM, comenta que se va a abrir va a existir esta oferta en la educativa por parte de ellos de una licenciatura en ciencias de datos, que creo que yo pienso que es una muy buena opción y es algo interesante desde la licenciatura, ¿no? Porque aunque a veces yo pienso que los fundamentos de un buen programa en computer science son fundamentales, estos son esenciales para el éxito. Supongo que si alguien puede hacer esto bien, son ellos, ¿no? Entonces, vaya, creo que hay que estar en la perspectiva de los logros de aquí de la UNAM en Ensenada, a ver qué hacen, estaremos a la perspectiva y claro, poniéndonos a su disposición si requieren algún, pues que veamos algo, lo que sea, ¿no? Pero al final de cuentas, esto está pasando aquí en Ensenada. También la UABC, en su programa de maestría y doctorado, el programa de MITI, en el maestría y doctorado, va a haber, vamos a hacer el programa de inteligencia artificial. Justamente pronto, hace poco empezamos a conocer más de ello y nos hizo saber el exdirector del Facultad de Ciencias, ¿no? El doctor Juan Tapia. Pero, en fin, creo que en la región se están logrando cosas interesantes y que consideramos nosotros desde el inicio de la iniciativa que son indispensables para lograr una industria competitiva en la región y crear de esa región la capital de inteligencia artificial en México, ¿no? Muy bien, ok. Entonces, estos programas son señales de que la gente ve esa necesidad y estamos nosotros aquí para apoyar esa necesidad y a las instituciones que gusten a colaborar, pues estamos a la mejor disposición de hacerlo. Tenemos a gente, por ejemplo, el doctor Sanjeev Bhatia, el director del posgrado en la Universidad de Missouri, que justamente es uno de los miembros fundadores de la organización, apoyándonos en que pronto iremos a firmar un convenio con el programa de Answer Global y buscar una colaboración para justamente fortalecer los esfuerzos de organizaciones y escuelas aquí, ¿no?, en la región en pro de consolidar sus programas. Bueno, entonces, muchas gracias. Vamos a recordar a la gente que por favor participen en las encuestas, así podremos atender sus necesidades más puntuales. Hagan comentarios, por favor, si habla gente de la industria, gente desde hasta una primaria, no importa. Pueden ustedes decir, bueno, ¿qué tal si yo quiero que los niños de primaria aprendan un poco de esto? Pues lo que vamos a hacer es armarles un taller y podemos enviar a gente para que haga un taller y que no importa que sean de primaria, les enseñamos a hacer un ejemplo de inteligencia artificial en sus pantallas y que ellos se creen los comandos y eso lo hemos dicho varias veces. Cuando un niño hace algo así, pienso yo que en gran manera le cambia la vida, ¿no? Porque es algo mágico totalmente poder crear inteligencia artificial y tener esa experiencia. Entonces, no importa en primarias, secundarias, públicas, privadas, no sé, de lo que sea, podemos nosotros orientar esfuerzos para lograr llevar este tipo de conocimiento a niños y niñas de las escuelas Y también universidades y gente en diferentes posgrados podemos también coordinar esfuerzos para los distintos programas, ¿no? Bueno, entonces nos damos 5 minutos para llenar la encuesta, por favor. Ya regresó el doctor Mendieta, ahorita seguimos la plática, doctor. Muy bien, muchas gracias a todos y todas las personas que nos se han integrado a esta conversación esta noche. De sumo valor para todos, teniendo una participación internacional importante. Y bueno, me gustaría iniciar los agradecimientos y la despedida de nuestros invitados y algo que nos agreguen como últimos comentarios a su participación y recomendaciones para toda la comunidad que nos acompaña esta noche. Les recordamos, atendiendo alguna pregunta que se tiene que seguir el público, cuáles son las responsabilidades del core team, qué debemos hacer para pertenecer a él y qué se obtiene de beneficio, ¿no? Creo que de beneficio por nuestra satisfacción de servir a una buena causa. Somos voluntarios, no cobramos, no pagamos, y lo que hacemos es buscamos entablar relaciones con industrias, relaciones con la educación y llevar a cabo ciertas actividades que son necesarias para el buen funcionamiento de la organización. Entonces, tendrá ciertas responsabilidades que podrían ser desde administrar las cuentas de correo electrónico, a ser el oficial de seguridad de la información, y cosas de ese tipo, que son necesarias para que podamos seguir escalando y progresando de buena manera, ¿no? Beneficio, pues justamente te invitamos a que integres tu propia empresa, te integres la profesionalices, te integres a una de las más armas que serán utilizadas para la batalla esa, ¿no? De integrar la IA a la industria, ¿no? Entonces, lo que recomiendo a la gente que esté interesada es que se pongan en contacto con Arely Campos, nueva coordinadora de comunicación, y también tienen la forma de cómo integrarse al core team de AI México, que podrán encontrar en la página de internet, en la sección de Join Us. Y hay cosas que son requisitos, ¿no? Hay referencias y hay otros documentos que se tienen que entregar, y hay un proceso de selección, ¿no? Entonces, no toda la gente que aplica es admitida, porque justamente buscamos dar un servicio que va enfocado hacia ciertas metas, y también buscamos ayudar a la gente que podemos ayudar de la manera que sabemos que podemos tener éxito. Entonces, a veces no tenemos esa capacidad, digamos, de atender a todos y todas, pero justamente buscamos que la gente busque integrarse y de alguna manera, tarde o temprano, podrán participar en este grupo. Dentro de las demás cosas que tenemos en trabajo, buscamos a un director o directora de innovación para que justamente nos ayude tanto a seguir creando empresas, profesionalizando los servicios de estas empresas y tratar de ayudar a estos emprendedores a tener éxito. Y buscamos, a final de cuentas, como con el proyecto Ayúdame de Jean-Marc, un emprendedor que está desde Panamá, a ponerlo frente a inversionistas y hacer de él un caso de éxito para México. Entonces, justamente buscamos a gente que se puede integrar al grupo y ayudar en las diferentes avenidas, ¿no?, que estamos explorando, o formar parte de algunos de los comités que tenemos, como el comité médico, el comité de aeronáutica, el comité, justamente vamos a empezar a integrar el comité de justicia, donde vamos a atender las necesidades de gobierno en manera de perseguir el delito y asesorar en cosas para asegurar que los derechos de la sociedad no se pongan en riesgo, ¿no? Que la privacidad no se ponga en riesgo, etcétera, ¿no? Entonces, para el desarrollo de tecnología y la aplicación de tecnologías emergentes, integrar sistemas de justicia para México, ¿no? Entonces, vaya, este es un comité nuevo que van a hacer. Entonces, necesitamos gente experta en justicia, necesitamos abogados para cosas de gobernanza. Entonces, seguramente cualquiera que sea tu formación podrás involucrarte de una manera importante, y entonces eso es el tipo de actividad que podríamos tener, ¿no? Entonces, let me just talk that in order to become part of the core team of AI Mexico, because the group of people who get involved in activities every single day, we meet and scrum, and we have projects that are scrummed and managed by our project director, Edgar Torres. you would have to go onto the website and fill out an application. You have to give a sign NDAs and go through a selection process that will give you a chance and give us the great honor to count with people in a diverse, international, and very welcoming group of people who work every single day to move this initiative forward. We have people who are professors, people who are in academia, people who are entrepreneurs, and we have them from different countries. So it's a very rich community, and it's a very, I think, a powerful experience to belong to this group. We're all volunteers, and we are responsible for making most of the corporate and technical decisions that we face every day. We are looking for an innovation director, somebody who will help entrepreneurs receive a better or the best attention, like the one we're giving to Jean-Marc from Panama on launching his product, building an MVP, and putting him in front of investors to help him become a success story. So we would like to form a more consolidated team in that respect and help more people who want to launch their products. We have petitions to belong to this group by many people, but we have limited resources to attend to them correctly. So we invite people to maybe apply for a position there. But we also have an aeronautics committee that attends to problems and to issues that the aeronautics industry face. We're going to be launching a manufacturing committee to make sure that we serve the manufacturing industry correctly, and that we are able to take the complicated technology and make it easy for them and predictable for them to enough so they can easily and with confidence implement them in their industry. And also somebody to help us in the education aspects of AI, to tailor programs from elementary all the way to graduate school. Somebody who is a real professional and expert in different in education. It's important to have. I particularly am very happy that lately my ninth grade math teacher is helping with some of his advice and has channeled some of our efforts to the UCLA edX program. So this is a welcoming opportunity for everybody to join. We have a process, and we cannot admit everybody. But if you represent somebody of great value to us, we would be honored to have you in our group. Very good. So I would, if you have any questions, just go to the website, contact Areli, our new communications coordinator, and she will make certain that if you need to ask questions, you get the right person to answer it, so you can gain value from that immediately. Okay, so I will go into some conclusions, please, Mr. Yes. Dr. Mendieta, can you please help us in closing these roundtable discussion and going through the farewell and of the panelists with some last words and recommendations on how to begin a career in AI?
Thank you very much. Sorry for the inconvenience. I had very poor connections. It's my fault. It's my domestic connection, but finally I managed to follow in an intermittent way all especially your commitment with human capital is the key word in this very dynamic development civilization towards the new scenario. We are very happy. Thank you very much.
Okay, very well, and thank you. I would like to, on the continuing Dr. Mendieta's intervention and guiding the farewell and the conclusions of this roundtable. Can we please, Mr. Ion Roy, give us your last comments with regards to the topic today, which is, I think, of great interest and great importance in developing our base of AI and emerging technology base of people. Please, with regards to how to build your AI business and with your experience. With that, please.
Yeah, definitely. So like on a closing note, it would be like AI is a very vast field and you have lot of things to explore. Even if you are in any domain, there is something for you in AI, and it's the right time to start because AI is booming and the growth of AI will definitely like shoot up in the recent times. And if you are skilled enough in today, like in current scenario, definitely you will grab those opportunities in the coming time, and you will just do something big and and contribute to the society's development with this awesome technology in the coming domain, like in the coming times. And definitely you will work, like you will get the best opportunity to contribute towards the society's betterment with the help of this technology. And so start today, and you definitely have to put in a lot of efforts. I would not say that it's very easy or it's very tough. Like it's achievable, and if you start today, you will definitely grab some skills and work on those skills, and definitely you will do some projects and like do some work, like do some good work in the society, and definitely your work will be valued in the society. Yeah, like thanks again for AI Mexico in democratizing this information and to help other people learn AI, learn ML, data science. It's really a good initiative, and all my best wishes to you and the community.
Thank you so much, Ion. How about you, Mr. Alvarez? Can you please tell us your last words and the final words of this roundtable discussion? And please go ahead.
Yeah, I'm gonna finish my last words in English just to just so that Ion can understand what I'm saying now. And yeah, what I wanted to say is that I wanted to go again through all the 5 topics that we discussed today, just in a fast way. What you need to start a career in AI is just your willingness to start your career in AI. That's it. If you want to study, if you want to start your career in that path, go for it. It's not that difficult. It's actually similar to the other fields. It's actually the same. So go for it. Don't be afraid of it. It's not that difficult. Things are going to change, like we mentioned before. COVID is going to change a lot of different things, but I think a lot of things are going to go back to what our mentality is going to set into a new normality, I would say. Like everything's going to be normal again. Different from now, but it's going to be normal. So don't worry about it. We need to adjust to that. We need to be able to spot new opportunities, to create new innovations and stuff like that. So be ready for the change. These are difficult times, but are also very special times for people that are trying to change things. What else? Well, yeah, thank you for the invitation. It's been a pleasure to be here. Like Ion said, this is a great initiative. I love what AI Mexico is doing. I think there's a lot of people out there hungry for these kind of conversations, and hopefully in the future you're gonna reach out, expand your reach, and a lot of people is gonna be following you guys. In the meanwhile, we're gonna be trying to, well, at least our theme is going to be trying to push things in the same path. We want the same thing in a way. We want Mexico to be lifted up, to ride the wave of innovation AI. And so thank you very much for the invitation again. And yeah, that's it.
Thank you so much, Mr. Alvarez. We're very pleased to have both you and Mr. Ayonroy present today. Dr. Mendieta, can you please tell us some final words and some insights into what it is that people need, and what companies need, and what maybe aspiring academic programs need to become successful in AI and provide and be of value to people, not only in Mexico, but other emerging economies and really in the entire world. What is your perspective on that?
Yeah, thank you.
Good to hear you.
Some wise people said that the future is not as one man thinks mostly is with human people evolves as Darwinian, I would say in million years. Then the challenge is how to balance the pace of civilization with the pace of technology. And that's where it's not only a matter of education, it's not a matter of infrastructure, it's not a matter of industry, it's also a matter of ethics, it's also a matter of involving poor people, involving the international community, and of course, inspiring the young people to the new disciplines. The future is not a challenge; it's a disruption in the jobs, in the educations, in the interactions, in the health, in the research and development, but in the life itself. All the marvels that we are witnessing in robotics, in connectivity, in virtuality, in interactivity, will shape the world in the future. And that's where more people with more and more formation, better and better formation, both in the scholar and in the commercial and industrial worlds, have to be present. The challenge is for the developing countries. That's why Mexico, sharing many similarities with India, we can take advantage of, we can jump directly in the innovation wave. Other countries, of course, started in the first industrial revolution, second, the third. Now we are witnessing the fourth industrial revolution, and of course, the bad side is we missed the first revolution, but the good one is that we jump. If we can make the proper alliances, choose the good niche, technology niche, and have coordination between our university people, industry people, and government people, and all the connections, international connection, both with developed countries and developing countries. And for Mexico, the Latin American success stories like Brazil, Argentina in certain fields are really crucial for our development. It's
Very good. Thanks so much. Let me. Very good. Thanks so much. And to give you an update.
I am very optimistic. The humanity is challenging many things. The pandemics, the environmental, global change, terrorism, cyber things, cyber security, and many things, even wars. But I think that the and joining strengths together activities and human imagination, which is artificial intelligence and related technology. That's why I am really optimistic that initiatives like AI Mexico would lead to not only to success stories, but point of reference for international community in certain niche of activities. That's why I'm very happy to have moderated in a input and output way. So thank you for your tolerance and see you next meetup. Thank you very much.
Thank you. So that's great. Let me just say, add to that. I think the panelists and I think Dr. Mendoza for being involved. We, making our ground count. It's we have people from Mexico, USA, Pakistan, Spain, France, the UK, Chile, Panama, Venezuela, Canada, China, India, Portugal, Sweden, and Finland, all paying attention to what we're doing. And I think this is important because I think when the world, the entire world pays attention to what we do, we have both a huge responsibility to operate at a higher level, and also it's a great opportunity to do great work and extend relations with an international community like Dr. Mendoza made reference to. So thanks a lot for everybody to join us. Les recordamos a todos que pedimos que por favor participen en la encuesta. Please participate in the AI Mexico poll. We will be using that information to best cater to your needs. Also, remember that we are taking AI to the masses, and this means that if you are from an elementary school up to a graduate school, wherever it is in Mexico and the U.S., we could take the different workshops to you, so you can see your students be inspired by doing AI on their own. We can teach them, and we can have them key commands directly to the computers and have them watch AI unfold in front of them by their own interactions with the software. And I think that's a really important thing to achieve, inspiration to embark in some of these careers. So also, if you are from manufacturing industry, if you're from health, from healthcare, or from marketing, from really any of the major industries here in the Baja region, we also can take a workshop tailored to help you land the lowest hanging fruit success cases, and have your entire company or business live the excitement of what it is to do AI, and have them be kind of geared for aligning well to your corporate objectives and landing this successfully. So I think that is one of the main things that we want to achieve. We want to make AI attainable and obtainable by industry, and we would like to achieve the responsible have industry responsibly adopt AI and achieve success. Right. So thanks a lot, everybody, for tuning in. We thank all of our community, our international community, or all of the people who are starting to become industry partners, and we're in talks in making deals that will be able to take infrastructure to the different universities and infrastructure to different research centers in the country. We have held talks with people like Lambda Labs for GPU powering our country, and many other surprises that we have, particularly in the law enforcement and justice sectors, where we in AI Mexico have the particular expertise of many years of patenting, deploying commercial successful projects in industry for things like terrorist, combating terrorism and detecting explosives, contraband, and things like that. So we're also able to attract many industry partners that are looking to start helping us develop a law enforcement infrastructure and other manufacturing infrastructure the correct way. So thanks a lot to all our industry partners. Thanks a lot to any interested business partners that want to join us, please just send an email. We'll be happy to cater to your needs. And thanks a lot. We will see you next month. Remember, the first Friday of every month, we hold this now world famous AI meetup. And thanks so much. We appreciate your time. Have a good night. Answer the poll. Remember that.